Good evening and welcome to the Channel Studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Sri Lankan President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has left the Maldives on a Saudi Airlines flight bound for Singapore. The president had fled to the Maldives a day earlier amid mass protests over Sri Lanka's economic crisis. It is not clear if Mr. Rajapaksa will stay in Singapore or whether he will use it as a layover destination. He had previously pledged to resign by Wednesday. The leader, who as president enjoyed immunity from prosecution, is believed to have wanted to flee abroad before stepping down to avoid the possibility of arrest by the new administration. It comes as the acting president imposed a curfew for a second day in the country. His government ordered a curfew from noon to 5 a.m. on Friday to quell protests. Ukrainian officials say Russian missiles have struck the central city of Vinnytsia, killing at least 20 people, including 3 children. 90 more were reported to be wounded in the attack to the southwest of the capital Kyiv and far from any front lines in the conflict. 3 Russian missiles hit an office block and damaged residential buildings. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky called it an open act of terrorism. The Russian Defense Ministry, which denies targeting civilians, has yet to comment on the strike. At least 89 people are reported to have been killed in a week of gang warfare in the Haitian capital Port-au-Prince. The mayor of the impoverished Cité Soleil neighbourhood said 2 criminal alliances known as G9 and GPEP were fighting for control of the area. Gang violence has shot up since the assassination of President Jovenel Moise by mercenaries a year ago. While no official death toll has been given, local human rights group RNDDH says it knows of 89 people killed. 47 of them have been identified as gang members, while the remaining 42 are thought to be residents caught in the crossfire.
The first part of the double whammy is violence in Port-au-Prince caused by gangs. This violence has had impacts on markets, on trade, on livelihoods, and it's cut off the city from the rest of Haiti.
A heat wave spreading across Europe is fueling wildfires in Portugal, France and Spain. Around 3,500 firefighters in Portugal are battling dozens of blazes as temperatures break records in various parts of the country. The worst has been reported in Liera, where 600 people have been forced out of their homes. It has triggered memories of deadly wildfires in 2017, which claimed the lives of more than 100 people. Heatwaves have become more frequent, more intense and longer lasting due to climate change. France's President Emmanuel Macron has led the celebrations in Paris for the French Bastille Day holiday. Arriving in an open-top vehicle, the French president waved at the waiting crowds as military personnel on horseback and marching bands paraded on the Champs-Élysées Avenue. Bastille Day commemorates the storming of the Bastille prison in 1789, one of the key events of the French Revolution. The day has become a national holiday in France. And finally, a painting likely to be a previous unknown self-portrait of Vincent van Gogh has been discovered by the National Galleries of Scotland. That's according to Edinburgh's institution. The portrait was found on the back of the canvas of the Dutch post-impressionists' 1885 work, Head of a Peasant Woman, covered by layers of glue and cardboard. Visitors will be able to see it at a forthcoming exhibition between July the 30th and November the 13th as an X-ray image through a specially designed light box. The senior conservator said moments like this are incredibly rare.
Here we have Head of a Peasant Woman by Van Gogh, and on the reverse, hidden by a sheet of cardboard, we have what we imagine to be a previously unknown artist's self-portrait. When we saw the X-ray for the first time, of course, we were hugely excited, absolutely thrilled to bits. Such a major discovery of an alternative composition happens once, twice in a conservator's lifetime.
And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel Studios in Lagos.